104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas, and world, wherever you're taking us along on your vacation. It's Wednesday, June 18th of 2025, and it's 6:02 a.m. with the gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and here we go, Wednesday. Today is a very, very, very special day, guys. We're going to be honoring Bailey, one of the dogs from the Positive Play program at Texas Children's Hospital. The last few years, we've been doing a live broadcast there to raise money for the hospital that stays right here in Houston, Texas. It's the biggest children's hospital in the world. Yep. And the Positive Play program is spelled P-A-W, like for a paw, like a dog
like
paw.
A dog paw.
And they've got 6 dogs, I think. Maybe it's 8 now. They'll tell us the actual number. And they're all like labs or golden retrievers that have been specially trained for specific parts of the hospital to help the patients, the kids there, going through different things, whether it's a cancer treatment, a transplant, just general well-being stuff. If you want to see the dogs come to your room to help you get through whatever procedure.
It's
pretty
brilliant.
awesome.
It's brilliant, and I think it's so amazing because these dogs have been with some of these children right up to their final breath.
Yep.
I mean, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing.
And we knew Bailey a long time.
Yes.
Just captured all our hearts.
Bring comfort and support to all the hospitalized kids right here in Houston. So we're going to have Adair, a child life specialist, come in today so we can talk about Bailey and the whole program. And we're raising money for the program because it's super important. Because listen, summertime is a great time of the year because it's a time for kids to grow. A lot of changes. Think about how much you changed in summertime before you went on to the next grade class. When you came back for fall, everyone's like, wow, you got taller. Wow, you look different. Sure. It's also a time for kids to find themselves or get in trouble or find things to do when they're bored. It's also time, unfortunately, for kids to get hurt when they're unattended because parents are working and they're like, oh, look at this, my neighbor's ATV over here. My neighbor's four-wheeler, the electric bike of my neighbor, the scooter of my friend.
The idle hands.
Yes, things like
but it's
that
also
bring you to the hospital because you were injured.
It's a time when they do a lot of treatments. One of the things that
Well, don't they do the treatments all through the year?
oh no, I know, but one of the things I
families
learned.
have time off, like if their parents are teachers, they can really start this, like they
Process.
can start process. But
And one of the
right,
things
it's year
that-
round.
It is year round.
Don't wait till summer to.
A lot of times parents, if the child has got an invasive, treatment coming up, they'll plan it during a holiday.
Surgery.
So they don't miss school. Yeah, exactly.
But,
So today we're going to be focusing on the Positive Play program at Texas Children's Hospital. So we're very excited to welcome Adair. What time should she come in here?
7.
7
You
o'clock.
can even text. We came up with a text number if you text KRBE. I don't
in
know
the text field.
the numbers. It's not our regular number though.
It's 34984.
Oh, okay.
34984. That is the text number, 34984. Text the word KRBE in the text field, and you can donate, make a difference for the Positive Play program.
Especially now in this time of year, because in the holidays, that's when everyone's asking for help and money. I feel like this is a good time to ask.
About times, yeah. People
$5, $10. If everyone that listens to us gave $5 or $10,
Oh, yeah. Think of all the good you could do.
We were
They're in
talking
great
about people that don't take vacation yesterday. If you're not taking vacation, maybe kick some cash to the Positive Play program since you're not spending it on vacation.
yeah, help them out.
I'll do that.
One less drink. I saw this. Is taco a sandwich? Or taco is a sandwich?
No.
FindLaw.com.
It is not.
Well, if
according
you
to
think
the one
about it.
judicial ruling, it is. A judge ruled tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sandwiches.
Where the hell is that judge?
Because
what
it-
city was that
it's-
judge in that ruled their taco? He doesn't know what a taco is.
It's sandwiched between like
Yeah.
a bread type thing, like
It's
a
not.
tortilla.
It's not bread.
A tortilla's.
I'm thinking of a
I think a
crispy
tortilla
taco shell.
falls in the bread category, don't you? I
But I'm
mean,
thinking-
a flour
when I-
one.
Flour
When
tortilla.
I think of a
corn
taco, I
tortilla.
think of a crispy taco shell, even though I like flour tortillas with my fajitas, but fajitas aren't sandwiches either.
I mean, I could see it being a sandwich. Why can't it be a sandwich?
It could fall in that category. I don't personally
You
think
can't
it's
tell
a
me with a
sandwich.
straight face. If
There's-
that story hadn't come up today, Eric, that you'd be like, you know what, guys?
There's
I
meat
think
in
fajitas are
between.
sandwiches.
Okay, if I
Meat
say
in
to you,
between.
Eric, hey, bro, let's go get a sandwich today. Did it ever cross your mind that we're going to get a taco?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
See, that's a good point.
You're thinking Jersey Mike's. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But-
Jimmy
But
John's.
that's because we know as marketing, we just hear a taco. It's like, okay, Kevin, I got to blow my nose. Give me a Kleenex. That's not a Kleenex. That's a tissue paper.
Yeah,
But
it's
Kleenex is a
generic.
Same thing with
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Just in our head, we think that. What do we come? When I moved here, no one says, I'll take a Sprite. They say I'll take a Coke. Okay, cool, great. Well, which kind?
I actually,
Sprite.
no, I do. I'll say
I
a
never
Sprite.
really
I
do
don't.
that.
I'm not saying a Coke.
That's all I ever hear when I'm down here. When I
Listen,
move down
Coke
here.
only applied
We
to
say
the
pop up
dark
there.
colored
Yeah.
colas.
Roula's right.
The dark colored colas was a Coke. As a Houstonian growing up, you said Coke, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, which one?" And you go Dr. Pepper.
Like
doesn't make any
a
sense.
Sprite refers to all the clear color things
Right.
like
Sprite or
Sierra
7 Up.
Mist or
No, people just say the Coke is
7
just
Up.
a Coke. He down here means soda.
No, not the clear ones though. I disagree.
No.
It means soda.
No.
No.
You got
No.
3 against 1 here.
No.
You guys are stupid.
No, you're
Oh
stupid.
my God!
You're the
I
one who
moved
brought
here,
the story.
and that's all I heard. You guys don't even freaking drink sodas.
Yes, I do.
You guys are healthy.
No, I'll have a Sprite once in a
I'm
while.
the unhealthy one. I know.
Why are you getting so mad over soda? bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't had one yet.
You're,
No.
you
you're
are
puckered.
easily
You're real puckered
triggered.
right now.
Because Ryan doesn't drink anything but
water.
blood.
You know,
Yes, I'm a vampire.
Listen, I'm sorry. You're not gonna start this city waking up on a Wednesday morning telling them that tacos are sandwiches. I'm just
I'm just
gonna-
gonna lie.
He's laying the
a taco
groundwork.
is not a sandwich.
He's
Whoever
laying the
invented the
groundwork.
taco never thought in their mind, this is a sandwich that I'm going to invent and call it the taco. No, it's always
No, it's taco.
El taco.
Listen, if we
feel
did
like it's
rapid
its
fire
own
quiz,
category.
Eric,
Yep.
and I said sandwich for a taco, you're not giving me that point.
Yeah.
You
on
are
Jeopardy.
not giving me that point.
You know, think?
Hell no, you're not going to give me a point for anything. And if I said sandwich for taco, you guys would all rain down on me and be like, no, hell no.
I'm
you're
kind
not
of
getting that
nervous
point.
about rapid fire this morning because he's already had somebody pee in his Wheaties.
What happened?
I know Eric's just
Something
very
happened to you
cranky
this morning?
pants.
Oh, heck no. I'm excited. I'm going on vacation next week.
Yeah, life is good.
Sleep in.
I know, it's going to be so great.
Let's see.
Sleeping is the best
What
part
do
of
we call it?
vacation.
Tortillas.
Kevin
a
and I will be
sandwich.
here with you.
Yes, we will.
A what? A torta.
What are you looking at?
Torta.
A torta.
torta is a sandwich.
Well,
yeah, it's a Mexican
That's
style
different.
sandwich.
Because there's
But that's
filling between
different.
2 sides.
And there's actual bread. You
it's
use
real bread.
you use a specific kind of bread.
What
you
I've
can use a
noticed,
tortilla, can't you?
No, not a torta. A torta is a sandwich.
all
I
my
don't even call wraps sandwiches. I call them
No,
wraps.
No,
They're
a wrap
wraps.
is a wrap.
Yeah.
all my friends that are Hispanic and Latino, and I see them work like with my father-in-law's company and my buddies, when they go out and work, they always bring a microwave with them for lunch, and they have to heat up their meals. And I think white guys, will bring a Ziploc with a ham sandwich in it.
Right, but there's not a taco
incorporate-
in there.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying it's weird that they never white guys don't warm up their food. Is what I'm saying. But
I'd
when I
say that's
see
true.
Latinos, they have to have they
Warm
like
food.
they take their Tupperware and they like to warm it up. They like to have something warm.
Need protein.
Not on a hot
That's
day.
fine. Protein
I
can
still
be a
say, do
cold
you guys ever
sandwich.
see? I never see Latinos like make a ham sandwich with cheese on bread.
You about to get a bunch of text messages.
I'm waiting for it.
You've
Eric,
got
you're
some
making a vast
mad
generalization.
Latinos
Go ahead.
enjoying a ham sandwich.
I always see everybody. I've done this many times for 10 years, and I always see they bring the microwave. And they always like to have a hot meal.
But Kevin's got
But
a
we
good
don't-
point.
I
When
don't know
it's
why we
hotter
don't
than
like hot
hell
meals.
outside, and
You're not going golfing with your Latino buddies and they brought a microwave, Eric.
But we don't eat sandwiches there.
They're gonna wait for that golf cart to come by with that girl, some beer and some snacks.
There's snacks and drinking. I'm just saying, like a sandwich. I don't see like a ham and cheese or bologna. But they don't grow up on bologna.
Who eats bologna anymore? Can you raise your hand?
No.
When's the last time you had a bologna sandwich?
No, I
You know the
can't.
last time I had a bologna sandwich? The restaurant State of Grace across from Lamar High School when they were newer. I went there when they first opened, and my friend who had already been there before me said, "Oh, just trust me on this. We have to order the fried bologna sandwich. Just so you can taste it. Like, you order whatever you want for lunch, but we're gonna get a fried bologna sandwich." It was on the menu. And I was like, I don't think I've ever had fried bologna. When I was a kid, it was just the cold bologna with bread and mustard, and
Put
that's
potato
what I
chips
ate.
on it or Fritos.
Yeah, Fritos in
you
it.
crunch it in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fried bologna sandwich was, I was like, oh my God, why is this so good? I'm kind of embarrassed. He's like, I know, right? So good. That's the last time I had a piece of bologna or any kind of a bite of bologna. But when I was a kid, I ate it standard.
But I'm saying
we
the
just don't
kids
buy
do.
it anymore.
When you get older, you don't buy it.
But even our kids now, Eric, does Ava take a bologna sandwich to school? My kids don't.
yeah, they got that. What's the one with the white stuff in it? Oh my God, there's a name. There's some
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mortadella.
Mortadella? She
I
makes
know
those
what
sandwiches?
you're talking about.
Sometimes we ate those. Sometimes it's like a Persian
You
treat.
or your kids
I'll eat that
for
once in a while.
lunch?
Now, sometimes Nagy will buy that stuff.
Right, but I'm talking about your kids' school lunch. If you're going to make your
Sometimes, yeah,
kids
they'd have
a
that on,
sandwich.
on like a pita
Uh-huh.
and with feta and stuff.
You're just making me. You're making me remember when I was in second grade, and they pulled all the lockers out in the hallway. And our school was like all the classrooms. It was almost like semicircle where all the lockers were, and they had to inspect all the lockers because there was a foul odor coming from one of them. And it was my bologna sandwich that had stunk up the entire building.
But why
And
did the bologna smell so bad? Bologna.
I know.
Well, it was actually called Lebanon bologna. It was like it had a really pungent smell to it.
Liverwurst or something.
And, it's supposed to be refrigerated. It's like, 3 or 4 hours into the day, and it was getting ripe in my
when we
locker.
were kids, we seemed just fine to not have the coolers.
Oh, yeah, there's a
5
turkey
hour
sandwich sat for 5
I
hours
mean,
in
I
my
had a
locker.
tuna sandwich. Tuna sandwich.
Oh, what's that smell like after 4 or 5
it
hours?
didn't smell. I don't remember ever being ridiculed or ostracized for having a tuna sandwich at lunch.
I never
it would
saw a
just
kid-
sit
I
in
got it.
there.
I never knew one kid had tuna.
Tuna for lunch?
Yeah, a tuna
It was always,
sandwich.
it was always bologna or ham or turkey.
No,
Yeah.
it was either bologna or, and I didn't have.
But my
turkey,
point being is that none of that meat was refrigerated. Somehow we survived.
well, there's air conditioning in our classroom.
No, but in those lockers, we'd have lockers, and we would just, most kids.
I didn't have
a lot
my
of kids
lockers
don't even
outside
use
the room
lockers now.
as an elementary
Yeah,
kid.
they just use a
Everything was
backpack.
inside the room.
These kids, their backpacks are bigger than ever.
I know.
With the computer and the book still. I'm like,
Oh my God, so heavy.
They're
I
all
know.
going to have like hunched backs when they're done.
you made it worse for them.
I know.
Supposed to be better. Everything's supposed to be on an iPad or a computer.
I don't know why everything isn't on an iPad at this point.
If a taco is a sandwich, then cereal is soup.
That's right.
That's a good one. That's a good
Well, it'd
shot.
be like a cold soup, though.
Cereal is not soup.
What do they call cold soup?
Gazpacho?
Gazpacho.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that then.
No, I do not call cereal soup, but it is kind of funny to call it that. Can I have some cold soup? I'd like some soup in the morning, please.
Breakfast soup.
Breakfast
I want
soup.
breakfast soup.
I guess
No.
it could be called that.
It's like the same thing as a hot dog. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It's a
Let's
hot
not
dog.
get let's not start. We don't have time for that
We don't have
debate.
any time for that now.
You're
Taco's definitely
pouring
not.
gas on the ground and throwing a match and walking
A lot of
away.
people are texting they make hot meals for their man because they work hard.
Yeah.
They don't want no cold sandwich.
I'm a manly man. I need protein.
Okay, you have protein on a cold sandwich.
Yeah, I still have
Hey, you
turkey.
can have protein
That's
in a
like the
power
second
bar,
time
but
you
it's not
said
the
that.
same.
Oh, protein. We're talking about you're.
I like a
Just
cold
focus,
sandwich.
Ryan. You're focusing on the content of the sandwich. Why are you thinking?
I
So
don't
what?
know.
Just bean sprouts?
But for him, he showed up to work at a
I'm showing
construction
up
site.
with my tofu.
They throw you off the
Get
house.
out of here, wimp.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, today on the show, we do have the rapid fire quiz, and we've got tickets to see Lainey Wilson at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. So that's at 8 o'clock this morning. 7 o'clock, it'll be all about Texas Children's Hospital, and really throughout the morning on how you can be one of help Houston's little heroes by being a Houston hero. And let's just go over some more gossip that has weight to the Katy Perry Orlando Bloom breakup, which really hurts my heart because I hate to hear things like this break it up. But I think it might be actually happening. We'll talk about it next in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be a gorgeous day. Sunshine, lots of it. It'd be high in the low 90s. Right now, it's already 80 degrees and 6:14 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Pretty Scoop.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Arandas. I want to remind you guys that starting at 7 o'clock, we're going to be honoring Bailey at the Positive Play program at Texas Children's Hospital. Every Christmas, we do a live broadcast from the hospital itself. We've met lots of people over the years. One of them is Adair, who is a child life specialist. And she is one of the moms to the dogs in the Positive Play program who bring comfort and support to hospitalized kids right here in Houston. So we're going to be raising money today to highlight the Positive Play program at Texas Children's Hospital. And if you are a 6 o'clocker who wants to just get ahead of it and donate right now, you can text the letters KRBE in the text field and send it along to the number 34984. So 34984, 34984 to donate, make a difference. We're doing that today. We're doing the rapid fire quiz for Lainey Wilson tickets. She'll be at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Earlier this week, there were stories, and People Magazine was running with a story that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are probably going to be on the rocks, officially,
They're going to come out with
settled.
the fact that, hey, we're not a couple anymore.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that sucks. I wonder what's going on there. Now, she is on her world tour. And TMZ posted this story. Oh, it looks like Orlando Bloom's going solo to Jeff Bezos' wedding. Well, if you look at the calendar for that, Katy Perry had already planned her tour, and she's in Australia for 15 shows. So she didn't know when Bezos' wedding was going to be when the tour was coming together 2 years ago or a year ago. So some were saying, well, there's still a chance that maybe the reason it's not because they're on the outs. It's because of her schedule, bad timing, but it's definitely adding fuel to the gossip
I
fire.
don't know why
So,
people
I don't know.
take delight in this kind of stuff too, because it's like
because it's a slow news day in summertime.
it's just such
Yeah.
a
Entertainment
painful
news.
thing for people to go through and then have to talk about it afterwards.
Well, I'll switch subjects because yesterday I was totally shocked when I was at my son's basketball game. And, I get some alerts on my phone from different social media services, and one of them popped up that Anne Burell from the Food Network had passed away in her house at the age of 55. And I'm like, what? Because it was a black and white picture said, rest in peace. I'm like, what? Anne Burell, what? If you are a Food Network fan for many years, the first time you saw Anne Burell, she was always the sous chef on Iron Chef.
The what chef?
The sous chef, like the backup chef, the secondary chef.
Okay.
So Iron Chef was a monstrously successful series on Food Network where they would take these super chefs and they would put them in a competition against each other. And you would have a panel of 3 judges and they would have to make like the most amazing courses. And at the end, you say like, who's deemed the Iron Chef?
Is that the one where they give them like, here are your 3 ingredients?
Right, they're like,
and
today
make
it
something with it?
is sea bass, and you have to make all the courses out of sea bass. Or today it's going to be, persimmon.
I never knew the lady's name, but once I saw the photo, it's like
Yeah, she has the platinum blonde hair, real short platinum blonde hair. Then they gave her. So she was just like that person in the background because she was paired with Bobby Flay a lot. And I was thinking, man, if that Bobby Flay didn't have that Anne, because I just knew her name was Anne because he'd always talk to Anne, right? But she wasn't the main. She was always the guest star, like the secondary background player. Then, obviously with the Food Network, she's working there and they gave her own show. And her show really taught you a lot because she loved to teach you step by step. She also hosted Worst Cooks in America. She was on all because now it's so many competition
See her
shows.
everywhere, yeah.
You'd just see her everywhere.
Her and Guy both had the same color hair.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
the platinum
yes.
bleach.
The bleach blonde platinum hair. And the one thing I learned about her the most when I was watching her show is mise en place. Mise en place is where you are efficiently cooking. You look at the recipe, you get all the ingredients chopped up in the way it's supposed to be and put it in order. So that way you just dump, and
called
start
what?
cooking. Mise en place. It's a French term.
Oh, I was going to
for
say,
everything in
Kevin,
its
it sounds
place.
like one of your character voices when you're doing like a German voice. Like, mise en place.
Mise en place.
Because it makes sense to get all ready to go.
Well, that's getting all your ingredients prepped and measured and ready to go so that you can just be more efficient in time wise.
I guess I kind of do that when I'm cooking.
Because think about it,
Makes
if you're going to
sense.
I
chop
have
up the
everything laid
celery,
out.
you're not going to throw the celery in the pot and then wait to chop up potatoes and throw those in the pot. They have to go all in together so they cook evenly.
A lot of times, like with the
So for spices, people like to just like
Well, that's different. That's that's unless you're doing a cooking
But
show.
when
and
you're
you can show
cooking
a little thing of
real
here's
fast.
a tablespoon of.
like with the cooking, like I'll use the cutting board. So I always do my vegetables first because you don't want to cut the meat and then go to the vegetables.
And you're basically
Even
doing
though I
some
guess
sauce.
you're cooking all the germs anyhow. But
Well, she is survived by her husband, Stuart Claxton. She got married in 2021. He has a son named Javier, and the Food Network is just devastated. There are so many chefs that.
What
have
was
come
the
out to
reason?
say- They just say she was
was
found
new. It
unconscious in her house.
just happen, so they don't know.
And
yet.
and she was already dead on the scene.
Oh,
when by the time
sad.
EMS got there, so it's really sad, and that's a big loss for the Food Network. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
I'm sure they'll do something for her this weekend.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They said they're heartbroken of Anne's passing. She was a fierce, funny, and incredibly talented cook and teacher. Somebody who brought so much life and joy to everything she did. We were lucky to work alongside with her. At nonprofit events and Food Network shows, she will be deeply missed. I just can't believe it. I mean, y'all, she was like the staple on Iron Chef. She was always the one that, if you had Anne behind you, you knew you're going to freaking kill it on Iron
She did all
Chef.
the work.
Well, I mean, they have a whole team of chefs on Iron Chef, but Iron Chef is probably the most stressful cooking show I ever saw because it's one ingredient has to be incorporated in 4 different courses or 3 different courses, and it's a time thing. Jose Garces, who you see a lot when it comes to the tragedies across America. If there's like a tragedy where people need food, Jose is like that chef that comes into your city and he'll like make all these amazing foods for like massive amounts of people. He was on one time on Iron Chef and he's like, I think the only chef in history that just didn't finish on time because he was just having such a good time with the camera and talking to the
forgot to cook.
camera. And they were like, okay, Jose, we're really kind of worried about you. You're not going to have enough time to give us all the stuff. Anyway, so Anne Burell, I just can't believe it. She was unconscious and unresponsive and pronounced it at the scene in her home in Brooklyn, New York. She was pretty active on social media, but I hadn't seen a lot of posts from her. She had
Funny,
just
I don't-
posted something.
I don't see
from the
this stuff
street.
as much because like mostly just streaming nowadays.
But you're on your phone all the time, doesn't?
But you're not
come across
watching
your
No, I mean like
networks.
shows like
Yeah.
I used to watch like HGTV
yeah,
and I
yeah.
used to watch all this. Now I'll just watch like
Isn't it
sports.
amazing how we're seeing this evolution? I'm just like you, Eric, and I think that everybody is going that direction where you're not really loyal to any kind of a network or anything like that. We just watch in clips now.
Well, I've been trying to have TV be my roommate in the background, and it's failing me because I have a stream service for, like, DirecTV used to be you have to have boxes or satellites, whatever. Now it's a stream service. It's an app you download to your TV, and that's how you can watch DirecTV.
For the first time ever, more people streamed on their TV than watched cable and broadcast television combined.
So does the stream count like when I have the DirecTV app?
I guess just if you're streaming.
If you're using that platform to get to the streams.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I have Xfinity, and I will stream through that.
DirecTV used to be the satellite?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just have
And you
it
don't need
as-
that anymore?
You don't need that stuff anymore. I just downloaded the
Nice.
DirecTV app to my TV, and I'll watch DirecTV, and that's how I
It
get
was
like,
over
the
the
cable
air as
channels.
well. This says 20% of people viewed broadcast over the air,
That was me.
like Kevin. 24% viewed by a cable, and that's 44% of. So that up. That's 44%. And during that same time, 44.8% TV viewing is streaming. So
just barely edged out.
but it's first time it's.
But it
ever
is
happened.
changing. I mean, I have my Xfinity app, and I watch on my either my phone or my iPad, and I find it shocking how often I'm not even turning on the television.
Most of the TV streaming is via YouTube, which we know YouTube has everything for people from podcasts. People listen to podcasts.
It is.
Are we on? I'm sure we're on there.
We're on
our
YouTube.
podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got a channel for all of our videos
Yeah.
and stuff. Like we have the cameras in here. I'd like to still like
Find
to
us
do that.
on YouTube at 104KRBE FM.
That's my goal is to have this show so you can just put it on. You can just watch us the whole day and listen to the show.
That
and
means I
watch
got
it.
to shave and do my hair.
I know.
But the
It's
best is when
my
you
hair's
forget.
curly today.
And Kevin's over there picking his nose, doesn't realize it. Oh, man. What?
Because we're so, at ease.
Well, I didn't use my Just for Twinks beard dye.
Oh my God. You know, for all those years when reality television became a thing and the people that were on reality shows said they just kind of forget with the cameras after a while?
Yes.
That is 100% true because we got cameras in here at the beginning of the year and we just totally ignore them. We forget the camera staring right in our faces.
I wish we could fix the angles on some of them. Mine's aimed like where I've got like a double chin.
I mean, how high do you have it? You got it pretty high up there.
No, I'm at like, it's just below, because I'm 6 foot tall. Oh, you smart ass.
She was about
It took
20
me a
more
second.
inches.
I don't think it matters.
It took me a second there. I'm sorry.
You got to way up there by that light up there. You still see that double chin.
All right.
There's summertime on a budget. I saw this. The cheapest hobbies we can all get into because it's summertime. You want to do something,
Yeah, you got to keep yourself busy.
but you don't want to spend a lot of money, right?
Right.
It's all about saving money. So there's some things on here like.
Sounds like a frugal or cheap segment.
Yeah, I think I want to ask Kevin because Kevin will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm into that one." Although number 2, bird watching, hell no.
Wait, you know
Bird
what?
watching is easy if your camera has something like a perch where birds like to sit.
Right.
My mom's camera for her driveway, there is like a little metal bar right near it. And I swear to God, it is like front row to a bird's face. It's amazing.
That's a hobby. You got to find a good group of people because don't talk
Or
about
a better
birds.
place to live than for that. Man, it's 104 degrees. Hey, let's go sit out and watch birds.
No, you can put a bird feeder in at your house and just watch them from the comfort of your kitchen.
It's true.
Okay.
But it's
It is
only one bird.
outside.
Then you're bored with that bird. You
Yeah.
want to go see other birds.
No, all different birds come to the
No, then the
feeder.
squirrels
I need
come
my
over
bird
and then
fixed.
it gets fun.
I got to get a new bird tonight, guys.
Or you watch Mark Roper, the guy who does the squirrel Olympics in his backyard.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And if you've not seen this guy,
No, I have not.
Oh my God, I have to tell you about him next too. You could entertain your kids
So
for
I'll
hours.
tell
with
you
his
some other
videos.
cheap hobbies you can do this summer.
Something's not going to cost so much money. We'll talk about that next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1.
KRBE is back to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, it's summertime and people are looking for things to do, keep themselves busy, maybe pick up a new hobby. But a lot of times, hobbies could cost money depending on what that is. You know, we're not building little model cars from Michael's in the craft store anymore. Some people want to collect stuff that could cost money.
You know, go to like Hobby Lobby and stuff. You do that with your kids, and then they're like, or Legos even.
Legos
They're
are really
they're
expensive.
those aren't
expensive.
cheap.
They're done. I wish you could do like rental Legos.
That would be
Like a
good
library.
idea.
You go to the library and you rent a book for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You go rent the Legos. You put them together. You just have fun.
Yeah.
Then take them apart and put them.
That's one of the things.
No, I love playing with them. I had an entire porch that was completely filled from side to side with Legos in Lego Town.
But that was like open
Yes.
play for you, Kevin. Like now they come, all the instructions you build. Like my daughter Faith built all the Harry Potter castles and all that stuff. I don't even know what to do with this stuff. You know, she's moved on.
I just use it now as
she's
like-
living in L.A., and it's like, what am I doing with a whole room full of these?
Well, it's not like furniture, but you know what I mean? Like my
So,
daughter built that old
pass 'em
school
down.
British telephone booth with a light and everything.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Like
It's
the
real
Doctor Who,
cute.
the Doctor Who.
The
Yeah,
TARDIS,
it's it's the red one that they have on Kirby.
Yes.
You know, Kirby in
Yep.
West Alabama. She built one of those, and I just have it sitting on the shelf in the living room because it's cool that she did that.
But when they become addicted, you start building. They eat you out of house and home. Like there's nowhere to put all this crap.
My dad just passed them down to my nephew.
That's cool. Did he enjoy them, or did he?
Yeah.
Does he break them down and then build them back up again?
He did, which ruined me
Oh, no.
because, you know.
As long as you save the
why was it so hard
instructions.
on
That was
them?
the Lego police station.
I bet Kevin had that. Those little guys with the little bald heads, the little round
yeah.
heads.
Mhm.
They
You
had
click-
the ships and stuff, and as a kid, they had looked like a play school ship.
I know
I
what you're
guarantee- I
talking
bet you had
about,
that as
but
a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember
The
having
Lego
that, but I
ships.
did get the Lego ships. As soon as Lego came out with an actual ship that you could put in a pool,
Yeah.
then I was like, buy all of them.
And they're
But here's a
expensive,
question.
though.
When
They were
you,
expensive.
When you build them and you hand them down to somebody, Kev, did y'all hold on to the manuals?
You have to.
You really have to, or else they can't rebuild it.
That's
like
the thing.
100
He had no interest in maintaining what they were supposed to be. He wanted
build
a
his own.
bucket of just loose
Legos.
loose
Okay,
Legos.
So he
okay.
destroyed them and just to build his own stuff.
That he
oh,
did.
That would hurt
That-
my heart
except
too.
for my Lego ship. I got hold of that. That's still in my possession
He was
today.
like, don't touch that.
Like my daughter built all the Pirates of the Caribbean ships.
so
Those things would take her like days to put together.
Well, some of these
fun.
things on a budget, like I just said, the library. That's number one. Reading. Go read some fun books. Go to the library. How often do you guys go to the library?
Never.
I used to go
Yeah,
a
no.
lot with my kids.
When you go though, you're like,
couple
oh
of
man, you
summers
can,
ago.
you can get like movies, DVD.
Yeah, there's stuff to do there.
Yeah, it's
music,
crazy, all the stuff you
you
can get.
forget that you
They
can
even
get
had,
there.
and also before my kids had any video gaming systems or computers or tablets, the library has computers. So the kids were like, we want to go to the library and play on the computer. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, bird watching, like I said before, not really into that one.
No.
Writing, if you want to write, journaling, you could be the next Taylor Swift. Go ahead.
Oh,
and
you
write.
think I write lyrics for
Poetry,
songs?
fan fiction. You could be the next
Or just write about your life.
Twilight Star,
or-
right? Didn't that lady from 50 Shades? She was writing fan fiction
Stephanie
for Twilight.
Meyer. It began as fan fiction.
Now, this one I would never. Rock collecting.
I don't understand that at all.
What?
Rock
Minerals. People like to
collections.
shine them up like in, what's that? Shrinking.
Loser.
Oh.
Wait, they like to shine them up in case it actually turned into something.
They
what?
like, you could shine them up, make them look all pretty. Yeah, but I guess if you're into
It
it,
takes time and it's free.
it's cheap.
Pick up a rock and shine it.
Board games, chess. You
Those are
play,
fun.
Learn to play chess. Back
I do
then,
like
Exercise your
chess.
brain. Exercises your brain.
Chess is fun.
you can play that on your apps for free.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I was talking about Mark Rober, Eric, about how he is an engineer. He used to work for NASA, and he has a series of videos on YouTube. One listener said, "My 7-year-old loves Mark Rober, and thanks to him, he wants to be an electrical engineer, and he's self-teaching all sorts of physics stuff. His favorite subjects are aerodynamics, buoyancy. He also is self-teaching multiplication, division. If you can get your kids into watching Mark Rober's videos, because they're amazing. He's done like this squirrel obstacle course to see, let's see how smart the squirrels are. And he puts all the nuts in this contraption to see how far will these squirrels go to get these nuts. And it's unbelievable what he has
lengths.
built in his backyard.
You've been waving your nuts in my face for too long.
Maybe you watch those videos and they that's a hobby. They can build something in the backyard from Home Depot to keep themselves busy.
On this list also hiking, camping, which Roula loves to do.
Oh, of course, I love it. My favorite. I love going, especially without any mosquito spray. I just go raw. with
Hiking
that.
is fun now.
This one is Ryan's, but it was not cheap. Drawing, arts, crafts.
I can tell you that
The
firsthand.
canvases with the coupons are pretty.
Yeah.
If you are
Solid.
going to go, I will say this much. Hobby Lobby, their canvases are at least half the price of Michael's. Michael's is way more expensive when it comes to
But you
canvas.
can look on the Michael's website and click on that 50% off
Or,
coupon.
yeah,
that'd be
click on
good.
their app. Their app always has coupons.
Okay.
How about
Always.
cooking? Cooking would be a great hobby because the thing about summertime, you could really work and find some good meals your kids like, and then you can put that in your arsenal for
But
the
there
school
again,
year.
yeah.
if you go to like Sur La Table, that is like
Well,
not cheap.
No, you just go to Sir Le Kroger.
Sur La
Yeah, you just get Kroger's
Table.
This person said, "Yo, the Pearland Library rents out lots of things like Legos, yard Jenga, board games, and more."
See, there
the
you go.
library
Yard
has a lot
Jenga's
to do.
fun.
That's fun, and you can also donate Legos to hospitals or special education departments at schools because that's again works with their brain and their hands. It's really good.
And pickleball, but that pickleball's not cheap either.
I don't know how much it
Is
costs
it
to play
expensive?
pickleball. I don't know.
Like the gear?
I mean, you got to buy once you start
racket?
out, you buy the cheap paddle. I see videos, and then they go, then you get the good one, and that's $150. Or
Well,
whatever.
there's a place
That little
for
paddle's
pickleball.
$150.
Well, the good ones, like they show you the cheap ones, you can get like even Five Below. I bought some just to play down in Galveston and
Yeah.
stuff, and those are just junk compared
Well,
to this
I mean,
good stuff.
You have to have like the court and all that. Like, where's the kitchen?
Yeah.
In the grass?
I mean,
you spray paint the
You
grass?
go to the public ones if they have them, but if you go to those places that are open 24 hours, I don't know why you want to play pickleball at 3 in the morning.
I'd want to play inside. It's like hotter than
That's why
blazes
there-
out in the
there's so
summer.
many
If
indoor
somebody
ones
knows
now.
of a pickleball place, I could take my kids. My son really got into that last year. He did like a camp, and they included pickleball in this tennis camp last year. You know, you find camps for your kids. And he asked me, when can we play pickleball again? And I know there are some places you can go. I just don't know what they cost and how that works.
You know why it's called
37530. Tell us a story.
I'm not 100% sure, but I watched a video, and the guy said when his kids were bored one summer, so he made the game up. He found a wiffle ball, and he had made some paddles, and their dog Pickle would love chasing around
Aw.
the game and stuff, so they called it pickleball.
It has nothing to do with
Up in, like,
It's like
Hampshire
Raising
or somewhere.
Cane's. It's about Cane's the dog.
Yes, I don't know if
Cane
that's
the
true or
dog.
not.
Pickle
but-
the dog.
'cause there's no pickles involved, obviously.
Mrs. Picklesby. That's a cat.
It's my cat.
Halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
what's going down in H-Town?
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, the Houston Texans official mascot Toro is going to be inducted into the Mascot Hall
Yeah.
of Fame as part of the class of 2025.
Toro.
Now, the Hall of Fame Executive Committee announced this yesterday. Toro joins an elite group of 33 mascots already in the hall. To be eligible for induction, a mascot must have existed for at least 10 years and demonstrated a significant impact both on their sport and in their community. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to mascothalloffame.com.
Did they ever give credit to the person inside?
I know, because that's really amazing. You
that's
can
the
you can
person.
follow Toro on Instagram. It's Texans Toro number 1. So Texans Toro 1 on Instagram. I sent him an applause, congratulations yesterday, and he wrote back, "Thank you, Roula. Let me know when you want me on the show." Crying, laughing emoji face.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk.
Oh, he's here right now. Toro, congratulations.
Toro,
I actually-
yay! We're so proud of you,
Good
Toro.
job, buddy.
Awesome, go Texans!
Oh, yeah, high five.
Yeah! Oh my
Oh.
God, you're so funny, Toro.
Oh, stop tickling me. you
Oh,
little-
my
A couple of
goodness.
months ago,
Means-
I did this charity. It was a cancer charity where we rappelled down the Doubletree down in the Galleria area.
Oh, yeah.
And Tora and I rappelled together,
And
went
Toro's
down.
and he does that in NRG.
And I'm like, dude,
And he
how are
does
you
that
doing
inside the costume?
Inside the costume, he's doing this. I mean, he had the head off when we were up on top of the building talking, and I'm like, how can you even see in that thing? He goes, not easy. But yeah, Toro, congrats.
Eric,
You know,
go ahead.
I was going to say, you know how much I loved Ya Mary's and how sad I was when they closed down during the pandemic.
It's coming back, baby.
Yes, it's going to be
Yaya's is
renamed
back.
Yaya's Pappas Greek Kitchen. Pappas. It's going to be at 2410 Richmond.
I just went past it.
It's the old Papado across from the Volkswagen dealership.
Was
Yeah.
it open this weekend?
And maybe
drove
they were
by
doing
it.
a soft opening, but I
Soft
know they've been
opening.
working on it diligently to have the.
Well, their
the
official
big
opening
day.
is going to be in early August. They haven't
Maybe it just
locked
looked like
down
it
an
was open.
exact day.
It looks really nice
I'm super
It does.
excited.
from the outside. I don't know.
So the Pappas team said that Yaya's is supposed to feel, quote, like a modern extension of your grandmother's kitchen, dotted with vibrant art hanging on the walls and a striking olive tree. But the food, I love the food there. So good.
Yaya is the Greek word for grandmother.
Yeah.
And Mary was the Pappas brothers' mom. Harris's mom was Mary. That's why it was originally called Yaya Mary's. And now it's just Yaya's. It's going to be so exciting. I'm so glad it's back.
But it's been gone for like 4 years.
Well, yeah, a lot of things closed in COVID. A lot of things closed in COVID.
I'm
strong.
excited.
All right, coming up next, friends, we are going to welcome a friend to the studio. Her name is Adair. She's a child life specialist at Texas Children's Hospital. We first met her a few years ago when we were doing our live broadcast to help raise money for the families at Texas Children's Hospital. The money stays right here every Christmas when we do a live broadcast from the hospital to help the thousands of children that come through their doors. And it's really important that when you donate, you know where your money is going and you see it at work. Now, in that broadcast, we found out about the Positive Play Program, PAW, Positive Play Program. And it is a variety of dogs, mostly golden retrievers or labs, who are specifically trained and specially trained for each part of the hospital. Whether you are just a child there that is having some procedure, or there's cancer treatment, or there's transplant. Well, we are honoring Bailey, the first dog we met in the Positive Play Program. Adair's going to tell us all about the life of Bailey and what's been going on with the Positive Play Program. So we're very excited to raise some money for them next on KRBE.